Welcome back to our class. We have considered some certain tests of convergence. Now, this is another important test of convergence, which we call the D'Alembert ratio test, or simply ratio test. So the test is as follows. So we say that if this is a series with positive terms, such that limit n tends to 0, an plus 1 over an is L, then we say that this series converges if that L is less than 1, and it diverges if L is greater than 1, and we say that the test fails if L is equal to 1. So this is what we call the D'Alembert ratio test, or simply ratio test. So let's take example on this test. So we'll take this example. Test the convergence of the following series using ratio test. So the first one, we'll consider this series n square over 2 raised to power n. So in this place, our an is n square over 2 raised to power n. Then we need to know our an plus 1 from what we have here. We need to know our an plus 1. Our an plus 1 will just be n plus 1 all squared over 2 raised to power n plus 1, which will simply give me n squared plus 2n plus 1 divided by 2 raised to power n times 2 raised to power 1 if you apply indices. Now, let us now find our limit L. Our L is equal to limit of n tends to infinity, an plus 1 over an. So this is limit of n tends to infinity. Our an plus 1 is this. We write it 2n plus 1 over 2 raised to power n times 2. Then divided by an. So this is our an here. So if we turn this division to multiplication, so it will be 2 raised to power n over n squared. From this cancels this. Now, we have, it cancels this. We still have these 2 left. I can bring this out and then I will rearrange so that our L becomes this. So I've got the half out. This is n tends to half. So we are dividing both sides by n squared. So this is 1 plus 2 over n plus 1 over n squared. As n tends to infinity, this one will become 0. This one will become 0. So what we have left will be half into 1, which is half. You see that half is less than 1. And we have said that if L is less than 1, so the series converges. Now, let's take another one. We want to consider this series, this n factorial 2 raised to power n over n raised to power n. So this is another series we want to consider. So we need to first know our an and our an plus 1. So this is our an. Then our an plus 1 will be equal to, anywhere we see n, we write it as n plus 1. This is 2 raised to power n plus 1 divided by n plus 1 raised to power n plus 1. Now, our limit of our L, which is limit n tends to infinity, an plus 1 over n is equal to this. So we now first write our an plus 1. This is n plus 1 factorial here. But this thing, we can rewrite it as n plus 1 factorial. We have treated something like this before. Is same thing as n plus 1 times n factorial. Also, this is same thing as n 2 raised to power n times 2. Then this, I can write it, I can apply indices there. This is n plus 1 raised to power n times n plus 1. Now, divided by an. So we turn this division to multiplication. So we just need to interchange this. So this will become n raised to power n over n factorial 2 raised to power n. So without any more stress there, you observe that this cancels this. In fact, this cancels this. So all we are going to have left will be 2 limits n raised to power n plus 1 raised to power n. All other ones have cancelled. This one too is cancelled. So we have 2. The 2 is outside. So this is equal to this. Now this is 2 limits n tends to infinity. We can write this thing by indices as n plus 1 all raised to power n, which I can further simplify as n plus 1 over n. If I interchange this, then this ordinary n will become negative. So that is, we are applying indices there, because formerly it was n over n plus 1. We are now changing it to n plus 1 over n. If we interchange it, so we have to reciprocate this as well. So when we reciprocate this, this is minus. We know that a raised to power minus n is same thing as 1 over a raised to power n. So in this case, we can continue and say that this is same thing as, if you divide both sides by n here, we have 1 plus 1 over n, then raised to power minus n. This can now be written as 2 times limit n tends to infinity 1 plus 1 over n, everything raised to power n, then raised to power minus 1. Because of this thing here, because of the minus here, I can bring the minus out. But this one, this is what we call number e. This is exponential number e. So the whole of this in bracket is our exponential. So this is same thing as 2 exponential raised to power minus 1, which is same thing as 2 over exponential. And we know from our calculator that 2 over exponential will be less than 1. We cannot write that since L is less than 1, L is equal to this. So then the given series converges. Another important example. In this place, our an is equal to 2 raised to power n plus 1 over n squared plus 1. So definitely our an plus 1 will be equal to 2 raised to power n plus 1 divided by n plus 1 all square plus 1. So anywhere we see n, we are putting n plus 1. Now this can be 2 raised to power n plus 1 times 2 raised to power 1 by indices divided by, if you simplify this, it will be n squared plus 2n plus 2. Now our L, which is this, will be equal to limit n tends to infinity, our an plus 1, this is our an plus 1, divided by an, or we'll turn the division to multiplication. This is our an. So the denominator will go up, the numerator will come down. So from this list, this cancels this. All we have left is 2 limit of n tends to infinity, n squared plus 1 over n squared plus 2n plus 2. And it's now easy for me to find the limit as n tends to infinity. We divide both sides by n squared. So this is 1. This is 1 plus n squared over 1 plus 2 over n plus 2 over n squared. So we have divided both sides by the highest power value because we are dealing with limit n tends to infinity. So this is 2 into, as n tends to infinity, this one will become 0. This is 1 plus 0 plus 0, which is 2. So the answer is 2. So we know that 2 is greater than 1. So we can now write that since L is greater than 1, then the given series diverges. So that is that about the Alembert ratio test. Another important test is Cauchy root test. So we have the Cauchy root test here. If this series is a positive term series, and if limit n tends to infinity, nth root of an is equal to L, then we say that the series converges if that L is less than 1, diverges, and so on, just like what we have in the Alembert ratio test. So this is now Cauchy root test or simply root test. So let's take an example on this. We have our example here. We want to test for the convergence of this series using root test. Now we need to know our AN. Our AN is 1 over n 2 raised to power this. Therefore, the nth root of AN, which is same thing as AN raised to power half 1 over n, will just be 1 divided by n 3 raised to power n all raised to power 1 over n, which will be n raised to power minus 1 over n divided by 3. So this 1 over n will cancel this n, but this is not cancelling anything. So when we apply indices, when this one goes up, 1 over n is same thing as minus n raised to power minus 1. So we have this. Therefore, our L, which is equal to this, will now become limit of n tends to infinity, n raised to power minus n over 3. Now, I can bring this one here. This is n tends to infinity. We are going to have this left. But we need to take note that exponential ln k is the same thing as k. So that means if I have 4, I can just write exponential ln 4 because it's same thing as 4. So instead of writing this, I can write it as exponential ln n raised to power 1 over n. Now, this is 1 over 3, limit of n tends to infinity, exponential. According to law of logarithm, I can bring this power to the back of the logarithm. So this is minus 1 over n ln n. Now, we are going to have 1 over 3 ln n tends to infinity, exponential minus ln n divided by n. So from that place, I can apply L'Hospital rule there before I put the limit. So let's apply L'Hospital rule. I will differentiate ln n. If I differentiate ln n, I will have 1 over n divided by, I will differentiate n. If I differentiate n, I will have 1. Now I cannot put my n to be infinity. So in that case, we are going to have limit of n, no limit again, exponential minus 1 over infinity. And that should be 1 over 3 exponential minus 0. And exponential minus 0 is 1. So our answer is 1 over 3. So 1 over 3 is less than 1. So we can now write, since L equal to 1 over 3, which is less than 1, then the series converges. So let's consider another example on this root test. So we have another question here. Now, in this place, our AN is equal to n squared exponential AN. Here, our AN raised to power 1 over n will just be n raised to power n squared raised to power 1 over n exponential AN, then raised to power 1 over n. So this one will just simply become n raised to power 2 over n exponential. This will cancel this, it remains exponential A left. Therefore, our L is equal to this from the Cauchy root test will become this exponential A, then n raised to power 2 over n. Now let us apply what we apply in the previous example. So we apply exponential there. This is exponential ln n raised to power 2 over n. This is same thing as exponential A, the limit. According to indices, we can bring this 2 over n to the back of the ln. So we have 2 ln n. So we can now apply L'Hospital rule. We differentiate this, we differentiate this. So when we do that, we are going to have this. If you differentiate 2 ln n, we have 2 over n. So if you differentiate n, this one is 1. So I cannot put my infinity, n to be infinity. This is e raised to power a dot exponential 2 over infinity. So this will be e raised to power a. 2 over infinity will give me 0, which is 1. So our answer is e raised to power a. Now with what we have here, we can say what exact value of L we have. Now if a is 0 now, then L is equal to 1, because exponential 0 is 1. So we see that the test fails when a is 1. But if a is less than 0, definitely L will be less than 1. So we can say that the series converges. If you put a to be anything less than 0, like -2, -3, -10, everything, the answer you'll be getting will be less than 1. And finally, if a is greater than 0, if a is greater than 1, if a is greater than 1, so we know that any answer that we'll be getting there will always be greater than 1. In fact, if a is greater than 0, generally, if a is greater than 0, L will be greater than 1. So in that place, the series diverges. So that completes the test for this series. Another important one is called Cauchy condensation test. The Cauchy condensation test says this: if you have a positive term series A, and if an is greater than an plus 1, that is, if it's a decreasing sequence, this thing means decreasing, then both an and this one converge or diverge together. So if you consider an example, let's take example. Now we want to test the convergence of this series using condensation test or Cauchy condensation test. So the first thing is we need to know our an. Our an is 1 over n. Now this we need to now find this. So let's first find a raised to power 2n minus 1. That is, anywhere we see n, we write it as 2n minus 1. So this is 1 over ln. Instead of n, I will write it as 2 raised to power n minus 1. And by law of logarithm, this can come to the back, so that we have n minus 1 ln 2. Now we are now considering this series here. Therefore, the series 2 raised to power n minus 1, a raised to power 2n minus a subscript 2n minus 1 will just be equal to summation 2 raised to power n minus 1, then times this 1 over n minus 1 ln 2. Now I can bring the ln outside, which is 1 over ln 2, then summation 2 raised to power n minus 1 over n minus 1. We are dealing with n runs from 2 to infinity. So the series will be valid for n runs from 2 to infinity. Now our aim is now to show whether this series converges or diverges. Now to do that, we need to make use of either the ratio test, or we can apply the comparison test. Now if you apply ratio test, we know that our an is 2 raised to power n minus 1 over n minus 1. Definitely our an plus 1 here will be equal to 2 raised to power n over n. If you replace n by n plus 1, it will cancel this, to cancel this. Therefore, our L is limit of n tends to infinity an plus 1 over an. So this is limit of n tends to infinity an. This is our an. 2 raised to power n over n divided by this a raised to power an plus 1. This is it divided by an. So we turn this to multiplication. This is n minus 1 over this one, and this should be 2 raised to power n. By indices, I can write it as 2 raised to power minus 1. So from this place, this cancels this. This one will be equal to this 2, 1 over 2 inverse is same thing as 2. So our limit of n tends to infinity. This is what we have left, n minus 1 over n. So if you divide it, you are going to have 1 minus n divided by n minus 1 divided by n. As n tends to infinity, this one will become 0. 1 over infinity is 0, which is 2. So therefore, L is greater than 1 because L is 2. We cannot say that this series here diverges. Therefore, this series 2 raised to power n minus 1, a 2 raised to power n minus 1 diverges. So since it diverges by Cauchy condensation test, this series diverges too. So we can as well compare it with the result from integral test. So observe that for the integral test too, the series does not converge, the series diverges. So we are going to continue with this series in our next video. Have a nice day.